For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 7 of Season 5 here in the Career Mode RTG. We start with, well, a rather large game against Manchester City at home, and we will follow that up with a game midweek in the Champions League proper for the very first time. Our first group stage game of our entire career here at Cambridge United. We'll then have a squad report so you can catch up on how everybody has started the season. There's actually been quite a remarkable amount of growth already at this stage of the season. And then from tomorrow, we'll be back up to the normal 3 games per episode until we reach the January transfer window. The league table looks very good for us actually so far. We're sat second. Arsenal in the relegation zone, having only picked up 1 point from their opening 3 games. Manchester United and Spurs also down there. Of course, we drew with Spurs in yesterday's video. City sat 12th. They've drawn all 3 of their opening games so far. I'd like to add a defeat to that list if we possibly can. Chelsea in 10th, Liverpool in 9th. So of all our title rivals, we're the ones that have started the strongest, although Everton were up there near the end of last season and, as you can see, have started very, very strongly this season as well. So perhaps they're not to be underestimated. We sat second at present, although there's still 35 games to go, so we can't really draw any conclusions yet. Starting up top for the very first time today will be Alvaro Morata, our brand new striker that we brought in yesterday's episode. Thank you for all of the positive response to the 42-minute long transfer deadline day special. Very much appreciate all that support. I've brought in Elliot Bennett to centre-back and dropped Eric Dyer down to the bench. But we'll probably bring him on at some point to replace Paredes. Obviously, Sanchez has 99 stamina, so he never is going to be in a position where he needs to be substituted unless he picks up an injury, which hopefully he never does. Lozano has asked me to play at some point in this game, so depending on the scenario, I might try and bring him in. And Navarrete wants a new contract, so I'll have to offer him a new contract in the foreseeable future. But for now, we're going to concentrate on this game against Manchester City and then go and play our first Champions League game, which I am very much excited for. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. There'll be an Ultimate Team episode tonight. I believe you're seeing this. Yeah, this will be Wednesday, won't it? I'm recording it Tuesday, so it'll be Wednesday when you see this. And that'll be the second half of the FUT Champions games from the previous weekend. The new Napoli career mode will start Saturday. I'm waiting for my Napoli shirt to arrive in the post so that I can wear that in every video, of course, like we have done so far this year on FIFA 17, wearing the jersey of the team that we're manager of. We did it with Everton. We've done it with Cambridge. We'll do it with Napoli. Just waiting for that shirt to arrive. Then I can start recording that series. But the first episode of it will go up on Saturday lunchtime. But for now, let's concentrate on Manchester City, shall we? And see if we can't get Morata a debut goal. Unfortunately for City, Aaron Moy has picked up an injury after 2.5 minutes. And he's going to have to be substituted. That's not exactly the start that I think they were looking for. And Kevin De Bruyne is going to come on in his place. Well, just made things a whole lot more difficult for myself, haven't I? By putting in that challenge on Aaron Moy. He goes off and one of the best midfielders in world football comes on in his place. Great. Well, our task just got even more difficult. Vice in there to Navarrete. Get that forward there to Morata. Out to Greco. Morata's made the run forward, but it's a bit space here for Lino Navarrete. We'll get the shot off. Didn't really get the cleanest of contact on that. That just kind of floated towards the far top corner, but in the end, drifted past the post. I wanted him to put his foot right through it, and he's just scooped underneath it with an almost finessed effort there. Strange technique, and unfortunately a technique that didn't work. Nice ball over the top by Fernando, but Trippier wins the header. Get it away from Yannick Carrasco as soon as possible. Navarrete held that around the corner there to Morata, waiting for the runs. Give it to Greco on the far side. Bit of space here, we'll get the early shot off. It's well blocked by Moore. Well, we've had the opening 2 shots of the game, but City have had all of the possession so far. So I'm not really too sure how this game is going to pan out in the long run. You can see, just from the way they're working it out from the back, they're playing at such a low tempo. They're really not seemingly that fussed about getting the ball forward at any real pace to try and cause many problems defensively. They're yet to have a shot, and we've only had the 2. And I keep trying to play those through balls for Morata, and Otamendi keeps cutting them out. So it's something I'm going to have to try and alter with my game plan. Clearly that's not going to work against this Manchester City backline. They've got Wilfred Bonney up top and Reece Oxford in the midfield. Obviously, we saw that they signed Reece Oxford in the transfer window just gone, but now Navarrette's in behind, and this surely will be 1-0. He's put it wide. The chances are starting to come. Oh, he's poked with the outside of his left foot again. The technique from Navarrete there is just not good enough. Wow. Less than 10 minutes to go to a half-time, and it's 0-0. Weissert on the overlap, and he's got the pace to get away from it. Kolarov here. Can get the ball into the box to find a teammate. It's a decent delivery. Navarrete can't win the header. Moore rises above him and just overpowers him. Is that Greco picking up a yellow card? Not entirely too sure what that's for, to be honest. I don't remember making a foul with Greco, but never mind. Corner comes in. Renato Sanchez could be underneath this. It's going to come back out to Navarrete and try and get the cross in for a second time. Kolarov is in the way, but it's going to drop here to Weissert. Paredes will pick it up. Renato Sanchez. Another injury for Manchester City. It's Yannick Ferreira-Carrasco this time. So they've lost Aaron Moy, and now they've lost Carrasco as well. They brought on Kevin De Bruyne last time. Are they going to replace Carrasco with a world-class player? Well, it's Raheem Sterling, so it's still a top-quality player. But it would be rather subjective as to whether you think Yannick Ferreira-Carrasco is better or worse than Raheem Sterling. Sterling's actually having a very good season in real life for Manchester City this year. And obviously in FIFA terms, he's very effective too with his pace. Immediately got crunched there with a challenge and trying to outmuscle Wilfred Bonny here, but that's easier said than done. Thankfully, John Stones gets that away. Navarrete will get that to Greco and we'll try and go for the counter-attack. Navarrette's made the run, but not going to get the chance to build anything. There's the half-time whistle. 0-0 at the break, but we have had the only chances of the game so far. So, providing we can keep that up, I'm positive, absolutely positive. I'll show you here. They don't think they've had a shot so far. They haven't. I'm absolutely positive that we will get all 3 points from this. And that is the moment I've just jinxed myself again. Trippier in there to Navarrete. There's Renato Sanchez. Through there to Nicola Greco. Spun well. Nicola Greco! It was the tamest shot seen for a while. Right, Navarrete to take the corner. And headed away by Fernando. Well, as we saw at the beginning of the episode, City have drawn all 3 of their opening games so far. And judging by the way they're playing here, not really too much of a surprise that it's 0-0. And not really too much of a surprise that they have drawn all 3 games so far. They're clearly quite strong defensively, but not very adept going forward. And I bet I've jinxed myself there, and they'll score in the next 5 in-game minutes. Raheem Sterling's just impossible to tackle like that. And Kevin De Bruyne gets a turn in there and shoots. But with their first shot of the game after 53 minutes, shoots wide. Oh, it's a lovely ball by Fernando. Oh, and the footwork from Kevin De Bruyne. No, surely not. Good save by Watson. He's got Kelechi there, waiting for it. Just waiting for it to be squared to him with nobody near him. Kevin De Bruyne has gone for the shot on his weak foot and missed it. Good save by the keeper. That's come in. Oh, it's a deep one. Kieran Gibbs heads it away. Can Navarrete get to that? Not even close, but Moore is going to get it down the line here to Kolarov. But Kolarov missed controls. That's a little bit of a let-off there. They really should have made that 1-0, City. Sané down the left. Slightly nervous about Greco's yellow card in this situation. Don't want to be, oh no, conceding any fouls. And Sterling, dinks that over the defender, but thankfully the keeper was alive to it. Kelechi's gotten himself in a good position here. Turns well. 2 defenders sent the wrong way, and the shot straight at Watson. It took them a while to start having chances in this game, City, but they've had more in this second half than I have. So I need to be careful, although there's loads of space here for Nicola Greco. And as soon as they start to get themselves some dominance, can we... Press the wrong button, didn't I? I wanted to drill that, and I've chipped it. I'm an idiot. Just got the ball over the top. Oh, Trippier wins it, but only gets it as far as Reece Oxford, and then Elliot Bennett gets a foot in. Fernando fired into Sané. Cross here to Oxford, whose touch is heavy, but it's gotten him away from Kieran Trippier. Just try and stop him from getting the ball in, but they're going to get the ball in from the corner anyway, so I don't suppose it matters that much, does it? Ball to come in from Leroy Sané. That's a very good delivery. Dyer underneath it. Back in. Oh, I wanted him to back in there, but unfortunately, Moore got in the way. Here's Sterling out wide to Sané. Cross comes in. It's going to be another corner with 90 seconds to go. Manchester City have a corner to get themselves the lead, and probably, almost certainly, all 3 points. Decent delivery. Renato Sanchez heads away, only as far as Raheem Sterling. In there to Reece Oxford, who rather foolishly tries a shot with his back to goal on his left foot. That was never going to work, was it, my man? 10 seconds to go until we're into stoppage, and I don't think there's going to be that much added on here. Morata wins that header, but it drops straight to Reece Oxford. 3 minutes added on. Kelechi itching to make a run in behind, but Oxford turns backwards. It's going to be a point from this each, I think. I don't see either side winning it now. So what that will do with regards... Oh, we might still do something if I can get away from Fernando here, which it seems I can't, but we'll get it into Morata. Now would be a wonderful time to score your first goal for the club, but instead, he's gotten injured with the last action of the game. Well, that didn't go according to plan, did it? We'll have to wait and see how long he's going to be out for. City definitely had the better of things in the second half. Yeah, City draw all 4 of their opening Premier League games. That's not strictly speaking gone to plan there, but never mind. A point is better than a defeat, especially considering the way they came forward in that second half and the fact they had the opportunity to sweat me. Thankfully, Morata is able to continue on. He's not going to be injured for any period of time. If it lets me, thank you, finally move and we can start training people. Concentrating the majority of my training on the young midfielder. He's got the potential to get into the early to late 90s, or early to mid 90s. So I'm going to concentrate the majority of my training on him. Also training Elliot Bennett and Mbappe as well. Oh, I hate it when you get in these later seasons and it takes forever to the menus to load. Right, let's advance a little bit further forward then, and we'll go and play Benfica in the Champions League. Oh, it's a nice ball through to Mitroglou, but thankfully John Stones gets a tackle in. Mbappe there into Navarrete. Changed Morata's... oh, God. Here's Mitroglou. He's left-footed, isn't he? Shit, I forgot about that. I want to try and close him down and stop him from shooting from there because he's got a rocket of a foot. Whoa, Andre Horta having the first shot of the game after 4 minutes. Already plenty of action in this one, more so than that City game. Right, I actually panicked there. I was like, oh, it's all right. Mitroglou can go. I'm quite happy to let him have the ball there. And suddenly was like, actually, shit, he's got a very good shot on him. So I decided to close him down. Thankfully, the shot that eventually came in wasn't that good. Got it in there to Morata. I have altered his instructions now to... Oh, nearly made it. To get him to stay central and to get in behind the defensive line. So hopefully we'll be able to get the best out of him by doing that. I've made a couple of changes to this starting lineup from the last game. Not too many. I've got Mbappe starting on the left-hand side of midfield and Roussillon starting on the left-hand side of defence. Oh! Is that a pen? Or free kick? I think he tried to intercept the ball. I've also got Davinson Sanchez at centre-back as well. Referee, don't give him a red. Oh, wow. I think he was just trying to intercept the ball. I think that's hard. After 8 minutes to send him off. Did he just go to... Yeah, he tried to get to the ball. And to be fair, I think he might have gotten it. Wow. That already, Morata, set to get in behind, has done us a favour because they've got a man sent off because of his run to get in behind. Right, now can I get this over the wall and back down again? No, is it? Well, it went around the wall rather than over it and back down again, but unfortunately the keeper was just stood there to pluck it out of the air. A chance at either end, but now Benfica are a man down for 80 in-game minutes. So surely we should be able to get victory now. Andre Horta. Tackled by Renato Sanchez. Obviously one of his former clubs, Benfica, so there's a lot on the line for him personally in this game. But another shot there for Benfica after half an hour. Despite being down to 10 men, they're still playing quite well. They haven't adjusted tactically at the back to account for that red card, and as such there are gaps opening up back here. I just haven't yet been able to take advantage of them, but I get slightly lucky there with that, and I'll drill this into the box, but it's not going to find a teammate, and Talisca will just get rid of it. I'm not necessarily playing any good football in today's episode. If I could have there we go, thankfully someone else decided to come and get involved. I'm not playing good football so far today. I'd very much like to get myself a goal or two in this game, but so far... Oh, it's a lovely turn by Morata. Oh, nearly an extremely good finish as well. That's his first real opportunity that we've found with him since he came into the club. I just didn't quite get my angles right. Decent effort, though. A great turn, it has to be said. Defender left for dead. Still, though, 0-0. Win that, win that, win that. Well up, Roussillon. Mbappe, hold him off. Oh, Carrillo is just too quick. Too quick and too strong for Mbappe right now. Here's Andre Horta. In there to Mitroglou. I don't want to commit there because there was a lot of space in behind that could have played the other striker into. Try and close him down here. Oh, the footwork from Chervi. That's really good. And the shot is blocked by Davinson Sanchez. Benfica are dangerous here. I cannot underestimate them. They might be down to 10 men, but it was a defensive man that got sent off. So in the attacking third, they're going to be just as dangerous as they were prior to the red card coming in. And Cooper's done well to come and punch that. Talisca wins the header, but we'll try and work this away, and we have done. Oh, dear. Oh, there's space as well. Just seen it. Alvaro Morata can run into it, and we'll get the turn in. I need some support, though, and I've got Navarrete there, and Weiss has made a good run, but I need someone central. Weiss made the run into the middle, but I can't find him, and Jardel cuts it out. This has been just as frustrating as the game against City, but if I can get that goal to give us the lead, then, oh, am I passing? Morata's making some great runs, but I just cannot get the ball to him at the minute. I'm really struggling to play the final ball. Just quite frustrating, to be honest. That's going to be a throw for Benfica. 3 minutes added on at the end of the first half, and it looks like we're going to be 0-0 here in this one, unless something... He just wouldn't kick it there, Renato Sanchez. I was trying to get it upfield to get it towards the front too, and that's gone well wide, and he was offside anyway. Oh, wow. I'm in bad FIFA form right now, it has to be said. Hopefully we can improve in the second half, because an improvement is very much needed. Nice tackle. Morata through to Navarrete. Now surely! Oh, last we have a goal. I did it. We did it, Reddit. I actually scored a goal. With 29 minutes remaining, Navarrete finally gets the ball into the back of the net. He had 2 really good opportunities against City and fluffed them both. Nice tackle there by Weiss. Morata gets an assist for the very first time in a Cambridge shirt, and Navarrete running on past him squeezes it home underneath the goalkeeper. Cambridge United 1, Benfica 0. Weiss into Morata. Nice ball there into Navarrete. Now he's going to make the run forward, as we've asked him to do in the tactics, but we'll go up wide here to Mbappe. And if only someone was on that far right side. In fact, Morata's made a great run. Oh, have I overhit that though? No, he will keep it in. He's already got 1 assist here, Morata, and there's someone on the edge of the box there, Paredes. Can he score a worldie? No, it's blocked well by Celis. I think he wiped out his teammate trying to get to it. Put the corner in here with Lino Navarrete. And underneath it is nobody, unfortunately. What are you doing? Why is Renato Sanchez just stumbled there for no reason whatsoever? Jonas has come off the bench here for Benfica and just made a fool of me, Renato Sanchez there, as if Sanchez hadn't made enough of a fool of himself by stumbling over nothing in the first place. Nice ball in there to Paredes. We'll get that to Navarrete. That was meant for Navarrete, but never mind. Morata picks up on it. We'll dink it over the top. Morata in behind. Alvaro Morata. Good save by Ederson. Navarrete trying to return the favour from the chance that led to the goal. That's a great delivery. Keeper's not come. Renato Sanchez scores against his former team. We have 2 goals now. That surely has to be the win against 10 men. We've battled and battled and battled and plugged away. Time and time again, we've thrown the ball into the box. That's a great header, to be fair. Very well done from Renato Sanchez there. In fact, he may have headed that in front of Davinson Sanchez. In fact, no, maybe that's Roussillon number 4. Regardless, Renato Sanchez is the man to give us his 2nd goal, actually, in the Champions League so far. Because, of course, he scored a goal in the qualifying rounds against Rosenborg. But we have a 2-0 lead here now against Benfica, and it's crucial that we get wins against Benfica, because we also have Bayern Munich in the group. And is that a foul? No. Jeez, I thought I was going in for a minute. Because, of course, we have Bayern Munich in the group, so basically we're battling with Benfica for that 2nd qualification spot. And the fact that they went down to 10 men early on really has helped us here, because they've still been very, very good and difficult to play against. So if they hadn't gone down to 10 men, we might have found ourselves in a bit of trouble. Morata could be in here. I've played the ball through. Just need to get away from the defenders, and we'll turn inside. Alvaro Morata, good save by Ederson, denies him again. Some good football there from Morata. That pass was not meant to go there. It was meant to go to Paredes. I am not playing good football today. Thankfully, we're going to get the win here. At least I hope. Carrillo's very fast. His passing is actually very, very good despite that. That's floating in. Cooper makes the save. Looks like Cooper's going to keep a clean sheet for the first time this season, with his first game this season. Now, where do I play this? Paredes. I've got a man right on my shoulder. I've got no option now. I've got to go out to Mitchell Weiss. We'll dink it over the top, and Morata's in behind again. Morata for the 2nd time. Just can't get the connection on the ball that time around. Up goes Mbappe. Navarrete in there to Roussillon, to Morata again. Gets the turn in. Oh, if he'd have gone down there, we might have got a penalty. Outmuscled. Navarrete trying to win it back, but he's just completely out of stamina now. There's no point running towards your own corner flag, though, my man. You're not going to get a goal back by doing that. I think Benfica are resigned to defeat here. Renato Sanchez with a tackle. Semedo fires that forward to Talisca. Still trying to do something, but they've only got 5 minutes to get themselves 2 goals with 10 men. So I don't quite think it's going to happen for Benfica, although Gonzalez puts in a good ball there. We'll head that away. No, we won't. We'll kick it away, will we? Fair enough. Morata's going to get there, and we'll burst down I say burst down the line. He's not got much stamina left. Andre Horta tackles him. It's fine. It's not to worry. 2-0, 3 minutes to go. We're going to get the 3 points. Oh, he's kicked that straight at Mbappe. I've got Ruben Loftus-Cheek over there. Oh, but I can't get it to him. What a terrible pass. That sums up my play today. We get the win, though. We did it the hard way. But we do get victory here at home against Benfica in our first ever Champions League proper game. Red card after 9 minutes for Lindelof. I still don't know whether that should be a red card or not. Pretty sure he won the ball there, but went through the man to get it. So make your own mind up there. But a goal after 62 and 73 minutes from Lino Navarrete and Renato Sanchez, respectively. They actually had more chances than me in that game, Benfica. Oh, we get the win. Let's go back and have a squad report. And then, hopefully, when I come back to playing FIFA a little bit later on this evening, I'll be in better form for recording the next episode. Right, let's show you how things are going so far this season, shall we? 6 clean sheets in 10 games for Aidan Watson. Unfortunately, only 1 in the 4 Premier League games we've played so far. I've not been playing too well so far this season, despite the fact that actually we're still near-ish the top of the table. But he is up 1 to 85 overall, with 89 reflexes and 83 positioning now, and still only 18 years of age. It's unbelievable, really. Kieran Trippier, no decline in his stats whatsoever. Still very pleased with his role at right back. Elliot Bennett is up 1 to 81. That was prior to me starting to train him. So hopefully with continued training, he will just continue to get better and better and better. Nice to see his strength start to go up as well, because that was one of the stats where I really wanted him to improve. John Stones is up 1 since we brought him in as well. Up to 84 now. We paid 25 million for him, and he's valued at nearly that already. So I'm quite happy for John Stones to stay, though, for the foreseeable future. So hopefully he will do. Kieran Gibbs, 82 rated still. And 2 assists, actually, although they both came in pre-season, unfortunately. But still, Kieran Gibbs, rock solid at left-back. That's the reason why we brought Trippier and Kieran Gibbs in, just because they're established players that are of good enough quality to give us the solidity at the back I want, so I can concentrate on spending more of my money upfield, which is what we have done. Leandro Paredes, starting to grow on an individual stat basis, not yet up overall though. Interest shown in him by Fiorentina apparently. Not a chance. Who are you getting him? 1 goal, 2 assists so far this season, although as you can see, 1 goal and the assist coming in pre-season. Renato Sanchez is up 1 to 85 rated now. 2 goals so far, both of which coming in the Champions League. You can see where his stats are starting to grow now. Up 3 with regards to his finishing, which is something it's a position or a stat where I didn't expect him to grow that much, but I'm pleased that he is up to 85 since we brought him in. Mitchell Weiser, no growth from him yet, but he's been very good for us. 2 goals, 1 assist in the 9 games he's played so far this season. Nicola Greco is up 1 to 87. 1 goal in the Champions League. That came against Rosenborg, of course. His acceleration and sprint speed starting to go up, which is exactly what he needs. If only his strength would go up as well. That would be what would change my mind, or not necessarily change my mind, but confirm in my mind that we want to keep him at the club. At the minute, I'm still unsure as to whether Greco should stay or be sold. We'll have to wait and see what his game contributions are with regards to goals and assists by the time the January transfer window comes around. Lino Navarrete is up to 90 rated now. 99 ball control, dribbling, crossing, long passing and acceleration. Madness. Lino Navarrete did have the potential to get to this, of course, in the original save before we rebuilt it. That's why we've kept him and not sold him on, whereas the other recreated players we have sold on. Navarrete would have gotten to this sort of stage anyway, which is why we've left him as he is. £88 million is what his valuation is now. Alvaro Morata has come in, got that 1 assist so far. Played very well, though. Average rating of 7.7. So I'm pleased with him so far. And making that change to the in-game instructions really made a difference for that Champions League game against Benfica. So hopefully it won't be long before we start smacking in the goals with him on a regular basis. Bradley Halliday is up 1 to 81 rated now. Still considering selling him on. So we'll address that again in the January transfer window. Mbappe growing on an individual stat basis, but not yet overall. I am training him with regards to his short passing, so hopefully that can improve his overall sooner rather than later. The 1 assist so far, with that coming in pre-season. Davinson Sanchez obviously seeing his first team football at a premium now with the introduction of Eric Dyer and John Stones, and Elliot Bennett becoming more and more higher rated than him. But he was rock solid for us last year and will continue to play a bit part role this year with all of the various different competitions we're involved in. Ruben Loftus-Cheek still growing, which is good, despite the fact he's not played that much for me. The majority of his performances, in fact almost all of them, have been from the bench so far. Jamie McLaren is still unhappy, but he's still keeping up that almost goal-to-game ratio that he had last year. I just don't understand how he keeps doing it. Anthony Lozano, no growth from him so far this season, but 3 goals in 7 games. Scored, of course, in the Champions League, but obviously Alvaro Morata will now take the starting spot from him. But he'll play in the Football League Cup and in the FA Cup as well, and obviously he'll be the go-to if Morata isn't fit for whatever reason. Eric Dyer is up 1 as well to 83. We paid 21 million. He's already valued at 22. But similarly with John Stones, not thinking about selling him on at all. So really pleased with Eric Dyer so far. He's been absolutely brilliant. One of the best signings we've made, actually, I think. Cooper is growing. I'm not training him, but he's still continuing to grow. He's unhappy, as he might well be, at the lack of matches he's playing, but he kept a clean sheet there against Benfica, so fair play to him. Aidan Murphy is growing across the board, and I am training him in 3 separate sessions now, so hopefully we'll see his overall start to shoot up sooner rather than later. Harry Darling is still continuing to grow, which is great. 74 rated now at 21 years of age. Jeros is very unhappy, but again, he will continue to play a bit part role with regards to all 4 competitions we're involved in this season. Rico Henry continuing to grow as well. Again, he'll be a backup to the backup, which is Roussillon. Luke Berry, not going to sell him on. There's been a few calls for him to be sold on, but I'm not selling Luke Berry on. He's Cambridge's best player in real life, and I don't want to lose him. Jerome Roussillon is currently unhappy at the amount of games he's playing, but he will start to play more as we get further and further into the season, of course, and the other domestic cup competitions begin. Michael Antonio, his stats are starting to drop again, so we will still contemplate selling him on, but at the minute, I don't really have anyone I can replace him with. Hopefully, we can get a youth prospect come through, and one of those guys can replace Michael Antonio. Ewan Watson is out on loan currently, no growth from him, and Tyler Brown is out on loan currently, also no growth from him. I do have a couple of players, not in the youth academy at the minute, but that have been scouted by the youth staff. I will show you who we've got. Scout report available. I'll show you this one. We have Alfie Cooper, potential of 75 to 94, and he might be available on that right-hand side. We'll have to wait and see after he gets scouted a little bit more. So he has the potential to become a decent player for us should we decide to sign him. And we've got 3 here, one of which looks like he's going to be a defender, Reynaldo Guzman. Whether he's a centre-back or a wing-back, we're not yet sure. We have Gabriel Rodriguez, who looks like he's going to be a centre-mid, to be fair. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. And again, Benito Nunez looks like he's probably, considering he's 5'8", he's probably going to be a wing-back. And Guzman is 6'1", so he's probably going to be a centre-back. So it looks like we might be able to get 2 half-decent defensive players in sooner rather than later, although they are both going to need more scouting. But for now, that's where we'll leave it for this season. Thank you very much for this season. Not this season, that's where we'll leave it for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. We've dropped from 2nd to 5th, but we're only a point off top. Everton lost their 4th game, so they were 100% with their record. They're now not. Chelsea have shot up the table. Arsenal still in the relegation zone. Arsenal and Manchester United, bottom and second bottom of the league after 4 games. Didn't expect that. In the next episode, we will push further on into the season. I think we have Tottenham, don't we, in the Football League Cup? We do. So Arsenal, Tottenham and Stoke in tomorrow's episode, where hopefully I'll be playing significantly better football. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more. Click that notification bell so you get notified every time a video goes live. I'll see you next time.